So you guys completely tied this week.
So yeah, so you 5 first week, 5 second week, and 5 this week.
Yeah.
You 15 in.
I'm already, yeah. I lost every time. I was telling him, I'm like, dude, I won this week. I had this thing won. San Antonio was down on the damn 1 yard line. Vegas, all they had to do was finish off, you know, one freaking play.
Right.
And Seattle gets a Hail Mary. San Antonio for 4 tries can't get in with 1 yard out. Dang, man.
You can't write this stuff, man.
I can't win, man.
You can't write that script. It had to be natural.
Yeah.
You can't write that.
I didn't.
If all that happened, what you just said in one of those games.
I'm just lucky I didn't bet money. That would suck really bad.
Some people did.
Oh, yeah. What sucks is when you bet that money and...
But you know what that's a lot about? Remember what we talked about now, Paul, once again now. They bait you in thinking this one thing is going to happen all game. And then right before your eye, you get snatched away from it.
I'll be honest, I saw a little bit of conspiracies this week.
Okay.
You know, it's like... You start looking at it and you're like, okay.
Let's be honest.
Now you baited us in.
Let's be honest.
You baited us in with all these deals, and now you're seeing the NFL crap of like, oh, the game went one way the whole freaking game,
Here we go.
and then all of a sudden,
talk to me now.
Yeah.
You ain't got my little dirty ass shoes in that thing. No. Do it like that.
Nowadays, they're like, oh, we got this. You know?
Yeah.
It's amazing what, and like I say, it's just, that's where the happiness thing comes in. The way you get raised up, you know, for all of us, if we got raised up in a certain way, like for us, growing up, it was a lot worse than we have it now. Like, we have the ability.
Yeah,
and this is, like my wife's like, you're a hard person to buy things for. I'm like, you want to know why? Because I buy all my own stuff.
Period.
If I wanted it, I'd get it.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can buy me that I really, really want, because if I wanted it, I'd already have it.
I appreciate whatever you buy me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't necessarily want it.
Exactly.
A lot of them got it.
Yeah, I don't want that. Cause if I wanted that, I would already have it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why for us
something
men,
you don't think I couldn't reach for.
for us men, we don't even give a crap about gift giving, but women are huge about us giving them gifts, and I guess that's because they can't just walk out and buy some of the stuff they want.
They
But for
can.
us,
A lot of them can.
oh yeah, my
They
wife
just don't
can
spend
totally
their money
do it.
like that.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Your money.
Yeah. They won't spend their money. They won't spend your money.
Yeah. You buy them a gift.
When I got married, my wife and her dad made such a big deal about your money's her money. You know, you guys.
Her dad.
Yeah, her dad. Her dad's like, oh yeah, you know, when you get married, it's not just your money, it's both of your money.
Yeah.
You know, and they kept pulling that crap. And I'm working 16 hours a day for my freaking money.
Imagine
And
that
then,
being hers.
yeah, and so anyway, years later, and fortunately she wasn't as big into that as her dad was, but basically everybody was telling me, because I finally started giving her allowance. Because I learned this little trick. You give a woman an allowance to buy the shit that she needs.
She shouldn't need nothing else.
She's not going to buy the most expensive hair care.
Oh, fuck it, no. She gonna hold on to her, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
She'll cut her own goddamn hair before she goes and pays $50 to get it cut.
That's what I'm trying to
So
tell you.
you tell her, hey, $50 a week. That's your allowance.
Yeah.
Yeah, $50 a week is your allowance. You spend it however you want, but I'm not paying for hair care. I'm not paying for your cats. I'm not paying for any of this crap that's you. You get a house. You get everything that you need taken care of, your food and everything like that. Well, she got her job, and this is part of the story and what makes it so funny. So she gets her job. My wife is wonderful about saving money. I mean, she got a lot of money. Okay? More money than I got.
Yeah.
She ain't got to spend her.
And I don't expect it. I don't expect her to give me the money back that I paid on rent and all this other stuff. I am proud of you for building that shit up and making that much money. But let me ask you something. Is your money our money?
Damn right.
No.
It is. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I need a new zero turn.
She don't think that.
I need a new zero turn.
Oh, you picked all of those? Holy crap, man. Way to go, dude.
Hey, comb
awesome.
everywhere. Comb everywhere.
Yeah.
I might have been better than that shit. That might have been better than that shit.
Oh, man.
And I ain't let them get it back. That's the good part about it. Like, fuck all that. Normally, I'm right back. And so I wouldn't want to show nobody because I done lost it back before I could get to show somebody.
Yeah.
Nah, not this time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start holding on. Yeah, we're gonna hold on a little bit from now on, man.
That's one of my big
things.
That's one of my big things that I learned to watch out for too. You know, you got to be careful. You bet 500, you get 10,000, and you start thinking, I'm gonna bet
1,000, 1,500.
Yeah, 1,500 on this next one.
Not 1,000.
Then all of a sudden your 10's gone, and you're like,
it cost you 10 more.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your 5 made you 10. So keep working with that 5 and get you another 10.
Yeah.
If and when I feel like
concentrate. Yeah.
If and when I feel like doing it.
5. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I might not feel it today or tomorrow. It might be another week or two.
Exactly.
Yeah, I ain't in a rush.
And then jump in there and say, oh damn, they make light up to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Woo!
And I'm through with it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm learning how to cut this shit off now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't keep chasing another one
Play
back
smart
to back.
and not hard.
No, but what's so crazy is this the second one. This is why I done this one. I missed the first one, which paid 14.
Yeah.
Fucking Memphis.
They knocked you out.
I had them beating Houston head up. They were losing the whole game. Took the lead by 5. I said, I never looked at the buy because you can cash out early to get a. It's like stocks. You get a portion.
Yeah, exactly.
So I probably could have. I told my wife I wasn't gonna look because I didn't want to be tempted to cash out. It might have been about 4,000 or 5,000.
Yeah.
Because at one point I looked, they were losing by 10. It was still 2,500 to cash out.
Yeah.
So I said I'm not gonna look. They went up 5. I should have looked. They ended up losing that game.
Oh.
I had 4. One. This is the last one I'm waiting on.
I always wonder if Vegas, and this is completely.
This is my theory that I use and why and it works.
This is a completely way out there theory. This isn't anything I have proof of or anything.
Right.
I just wonder if Vegas sometimes, in the middle of a game, looks and sees, we got this dude that's going to make $10,000 off of 500, and I know that's not enough for them to say anything. But what I'm saying is, if there's enough people like him that this is the last bet, and they look over and they say, "Wait a minute, they're up 5. If they win this game, we got all these people that if they cash out right now, we're going to make this much. If they finish at this score, then we're going to be down $2 million and make a call and say, hey." No.
Yeah.
Memphis, no.
Yeah.
No. Houston.
Hey,
somebody better get hurt.
But what I don't know if it's just one person, but some kind of way, it's a collective of people that got those numbers and saying, maybe it's 3. So if 2 of us gonna lose this much, then you got to eat the bullet. You finna win.
Yeah.
We about to lose. No, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
You'll never figure it out.
Yeah.
Because how they gonna make the bigs if we ever figure it out?
That's fine. We know the games are rigged, especially like NFL and bigger games. Yeah. We know that games are rigged.
It's just
but sometimes
they don't even look at it like a rigged game. They look at it like they just running a business.
I just wonder if
it's choreographed like wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. It's choreographed like wrestling, and we know that. But I'm just wondering, at what point in the matchup can they make a call? I wonder if that's done
to switch.
You think it's there too? Yeah.
In the Super Bowl, in the ultimate game, that's there. I don't know if it's in just a regular little old, but a playoff or it's there. I think it's there.
Yeah,
I do. I don't know how they do it. It's those numbers. It's computer. It's popping up like this. So when they see the bottom number, it's that simple to say.
In reality, with Philadelphia and Kansas City, you know, the game's being rigged as the game goes on, and that's why Mahomes is like, you know what? I've got to sell this so everybody bets on Philly.
I already know.
So he's like, I'm gonna make sure we win this game. Oh God!
They bet the under on my yards.
So what if that's the script? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm saying.
It's like a movie.
Yeah.
Horrible acting.
Yeah.
That acting is horrible because they act.
Some of it is good.
Yeah.
Mahomes is one of their best.
Yeah.
So
Mahomes
who
is
put
great
on the
actor.
front line? Mahomes. He gonna sell it.
Yeah.
He's sold.
That is true. Yeah.
And come out and run 15 yards first play.
And they go.
Wipe out all the over rushing, under rushing. No, my bad. Wipe out all the under.
All the under.
In one play.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you ever notice the people that become
love
their
'em.
stars are the people that can sell stuff pretty
That's
well.
all I'm saying, man.
You know, because
Yeah,
you got
been on
Tom
TV.
Brady, Joe Montana.
Check out McCarron in the XFL, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All this we talking about last week is him.
Mm-hmm.
He's their best actor.
So, is the XFL, this is a big question. I mean, is the XFL not only a place to show your talent in sports, but also to show your talent on acting to get you in there? Because it's like,
You gotta think
You
it
gotta
is.
be, you gotta be that tight.
You gotta think it is.
thrive.
You gotta
Yeah.
think it is.
exactly, if you want to be a star,
Rehearsal. This is more.
yeah.
practice.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you're like a Josh Gordon, it's like you have the talent, now we need to know that you can handle being a star and how to act.
Again.
Yeah.
You know-
Show us you know how to act.
Degrade him a little bit. You degrade him. We
Yeah.
downgrade you.
Show us that
This
you know
kind
how
of
to
the
act.
SFL is off Broadway. The NFL is on Broadway.
Then we got another
Yeah.
one. Then we got another one. Once they die, we got the USFL.
Yeah.
I bet guarantee you something similar. It's gonna be more probably like the NFL because the Rock ain't on him on all the action. Rock on action and
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
why
why
they
the
let
clock
you
run.
and then all that.
Yeah.
You know, man, bro, this shit is
And
getting
the
good.
defensive line
Yeah.
be in the backfield.
Shit is getting
on every
good.
team.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. They taking beatings.
Yeah.
So they gotta serve
They
those
got to be,
quarterbacks.
yeah.
Don't be surprised next year when they have a 3-head quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I predicted this shit. Now I know it's rolling. It's gonna be the
Back
3-headed
to six.
quarterback, man.
Yeah.
In the XFL shit. I don't know how the USFL go. I never watched it.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I'm seeing now, he like the action. He want the
Yeah.
action.
You want a fast
We
pace,
like it. We
high
talking about it.
scoring. Yeah. They want the celebration
But
part. the
it's just
feel-good
like,
Come
part.
on,
you
man.
talk about wrestling in itself, and the wrestling is stars. The people that
All
become
of them.
stars,
All of them.
they have to be. Well, you know that. You know, like in
Coming
when I was
up,
a
you got
kid,
your-
the WWF, you had that fat guy that's like, in this corner we have,
Oh yeah.
we have Blubber the Whale,
Yeah.
and now,
Yeah. Hulk Hogan.
you know, and then you got the,
Yeah. All that.
Yeah.
you know,
That's a superstar.
yeah.
That's a
And
superstar.
It's the acting that made that guy
Come on now.
the star.
Come
It
on
wasn't that
now.
he was the better wrestler
Superstar.
than Blubber the
Yeah, 'cause Blubber
Whale.
probably could have got it.
A superstar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he had
He was a
yeah.
superstar.
And that's what they need, and so that's the reason why he's winning. It's not because of his talent anymore. It's because he knows how to
The
sell
crowd,
the
man,
show.
you playing to the crowd, bro.
Yeah.
So Hulk Hogan is now a signature character.
And that's why you know all of these wrestlers by
man.
the rock bottom.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
You know,
Come on,
and
man.
the thing he does with his eye, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin
Yeah.
and his beer and all the
Yeah.
stuff the stuff he
Come
brought,
on, man.
you know, Austin 316,
Shit
you know,
is easy, man.
they brought their own brand of something too.
And Ric Flair. Woo!
Come on,
Oh
man.
yeah,
Come on,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Jerry Lawler.
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler. When he take his thing down, here he go.
Jackie Fargo.
He can whoop the whole fight,
Yeah.
but when he take that damn shoulder thing off,
Yeah, he
he
go
has
crazy.
in trouble. G.
was that the Ultimate Warrior?
Nah.
Was it?
That's Jerry
That
Lawler.
was Jerry Lawler, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was Jerry Lawler the Ultimate Warrior?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Is he?
Nuh-uh.
I don't.
No, that's Jerry Lawler.
Two
like
different,
the
two different
70s and 80s.
genres.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I didn't know the Ultimate Warrior's name, but he had those little straps on him, you know.
I remember
That's why I was
Ultimate
wondering.
Warrior too. I didn't never watch him, but
Yeah.
I might have been out there hustling around there.
Or the other one, God, did you guys remember Jake the Snake? That
Yeah.
guy sent,
My man.
that guy
You know
sent
why I like him so
creeps
much?
down my
Same
spine.
last name.
Yeah,
That was my
for real.
guy. Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
That was my-
So yeah, the Sea Dragons pull it out in the very end. They most definitely take the over in that game.
Yeah.
You know, so Seattle and Vegas, I really thought that game would go under. Mater here, man, he had it right. He knew that the game was going to go over.
Yeah.
But I just thought Vegas defense would be able to hold them good enough that they might win that game, and they did. They really did.
Yeah.
They played good defense, and then what happened at the very end of that game?
They threw a Hail Mary, and he had hella rush, and he probably DiNucci got a hit on that, but he got it up there to Josh Gordon, man. He brought it down and made a hell of a run after that and got in the end zone. So it was like, I was like, damn. Like, even though I was like, okay, I might have won the bet behind that. But I was like, man, what's going on with these Vipers at the end of these games?
Yeah.
Like it's by design. Like they'll play terrible first half of the season. All right, this is my prediction. I ain't always right, but they'll come out and they'll start covering before the playoffs and all this. When you thinking, oh, they so sorry, they don't never cover.
Exactly.
Now they all of a sudden beating Houston.
Yeah.
Bro, like.
So,
I've seen it so many times throughout the years, and I've been doing this for a long time. Like, just get ready, man. Don't get down. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
Everything's okay. Look, don't bet with your heart. Is what you don't.
Oh yeah, for
just
sure.
don't bet with your heart, just like you did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Had you been betting with your heart,
Yeah.
now you lost a few dollars.
Lost a little
No.
dollar.
But you bet now you
Exactly.
you listen
In this
to
case, though, if he,
No.
yeah,
He said, had he bet it with his heart, he'd have lost. Is what he told me.
yeah.
So, folks, your favorite team don't always cover. So sometimes, know when your team is gonna lose and pocket a little cash. You'll like your team even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of betting with your heart,
Yeah. You
Caw-caw!
did. You did.
Caw-caw!
You did.
man.
You did.
And you know what's funny is I told everybody on the show, I'm like, listen, Houston is hands down the favorite, and
As by his
Yeah.
He the only one saying that, y'all.
here's the
They do
thing.
look good.
I said that the only team I think that could even pose a problem for them is the DC Defenders.
Arlington too.
And then St. Louis is playing DC at DC, and I had to take my St. Louis team at plus 2.5
Plus,
because I thought for sure, they might lose, but they might cover because
you really want them to win by heart.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to think that maybe that they're going to be in the last game, and play the Roughnecks. I want to see that game, but I'm pretty sure DC is going to be the only team that stands in a Roughnecks way, and that's my prediction so far. But in this game, man, it was nowhere near as close as the score provided. I mean, but we've seen St. Louis come back from worse.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen. Quite a few, it's happened, but they go down and they score. They're down 2 scores. They score the first touchdown with like 20 seconds left to go, though, in the game.
Yeah.
Now, we know the cool thing about the XFL, they can just 4th and 15 their way out of it, go down and score again, but it didn't happen this time. It didn't happen, but it could have happened.
Yeah.
And if it did, then even I would be like, okay, something's up with that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already seen this. It just doesn't happen that often. And it almost seems as if every week McCarron's on a 4th quarter comeback. And I think that would have been a little bit too fishy even for me.
Oh,
Yeah. But they did score. They got it back to a reasonable, degree there. But most people, I think, would have bet for St. Louis. And in our circle here, most of us bet for it too. But the one person who didn't bet for it, of course, was Mater Man over here. He took DC, and rightfully so. But this game too, me and Leslie both said it would cover the spread.
Yeah.
We knew that, and that definitely happened. It was a pretty good affair. It could have been a lot better. And of course, my buddy McCarron threw a lot of touchdown passes, some for his team.
They both said.
Some for the other team, And that seems to be a recurring thing in the XFL too, because of all the pressure and everything, these quarterbacks are getting hit and stuff. So lots of defensive scoring in these games, because not only did he have the interception for a touchdown, he also got hit and fumbled one that they recovered. which put a big dent in them as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of defense in these, and the defense can score just the same.
Yeah.
And speaking of low-scoring games,
You got your 9 to 10.
Orlando and Arlington.
Yeah, there you go.
Man. But, you know, we kind of knew that. We all said that this was going to be, you know.
Who took the under on that? I'm curious to know.
I took the under,
I thought you
and I
did.
took Orlando. So I nailed this game.
You had a parlay.
Yeah.
You had a parlay.
Yeah, I should have took this one. But I was certain in this game that Arlington wouldn't put up enough points to do that. And they didn't. They scored 10 points. And Orlando, you know, Orlando's just, they're just not the team. I mean, if you were to pick the worst team right now, I think everyone would pick Orlando as the worst team.
Yeah.
But
even they,
we don't know yet.
But even they will get a monumental win this season. Man. Trust me when I tell you.
And speaking of that, we won't talk about it yet, but this week is their chance for the monumental win.
Houston.
Yeah, exactly.
I told you who they gonna be.
Yeah.
I already told y'all who they gonna be.
He's setting it up. He's setting it up masterfully. You know.
They are beat.
But
So you know who my pick is before the question even get to me.
yeah. So, but anyway, you know, Hank Hill was happy this week, but not happy. You know?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Well, dang it, we won the game. That's about all I can say. God damn it. But
No highlights. What spectacular?
Bobby, we won by a point.
Damn.
Winning's winning though.
Win is winning. 100 or 1. It's a win.
I tell you what, I don't know what we're doing out there, but goddamn, we're gonna have to do something better if we're gonna beat Arlington this week. You know,
Motivated, son.
we can't be out there messing around in the tool shed.
So San Antonio got Arlington this week?
No, St. Louis. The
Carl.
yeah, that's who Arlington's playing this
I
week.
don't know what y'all
Oh,
record.
okay.
Yeah,
What's y'all record?
2-1. Yeah.
That's the best game of That's about
I'm
the game of the
0-3.
week. That's the game of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. But yeah, we're gonna call that one the game of the week this week.
You gonna beat me, so that's gonna be that one win is gonna solidify the whole. No,
Yeah.
Orlando's gonna beat
Orlando, yeah.
Y'all gonna beat somebody. I haven't looked at the schedule. As the week prepare,
Yeah, we ain't got too many more damn fights.
there's about 5 more.
Shit.
But
Y'all got one. Y'all gonna have a big victory over undefeated or playoff.
Yeah.
But our last game that we saw this week was San Antonio playing the Roughnecks. And this game, man, this is another one of those games where I was saying, man, I thought I picked it good, and man, it was looking good for me. It was looking great. I mean, Houston was so much better than San Antonio, but at the end of the game, a turnover got them into a point. 1 yard. On the 1 yard line.
They had that goal line.
You should have heard even Hines Ward feeling about it, you know? 4 chances.
What Hines Ward say? You know they like to interview the coaches and the players of the game.
What was funny is it wasn't the interview, but he was out there by himself and he's like, God damn, we can't pick up 1 yard on 1 try? On 4 tries? Yeah, he was over there just disgusted.
Yeah.
He was talking to himself,
Yeah.
you know? But
Knowing the mic's on.
yeah, but, you know, they went over to him. Maybe he thought that they wouldn't, you know, jump to him at that point, or he knew they were going to jump to him at that point. But he's like upset because you got 4 chances to get in. And had they have done that, they most definitely would have covered this dang spread of 4.5 points.
Still couldn't win though. Head up.
They would have. They could have, but it was.
That score they win heads up.
No, they would have had to go for. I think they had to go for like 3 to tie the game.
Okay, they was down 9. They was down
So the
9.
best they could do was tie the game.
Okay.
And so
Took a heroic effort.
yeah.
Tie.
But, you know, once again, as the people we are, we don't really care whether they win or lose. We just want the spread to get covered. That's where I was.
Yeah.
I'm like, just score, goddamn it.
Yeah.
Don't get the 3-point conversion so Houston feels the necessity to go down and score another touchdown.
It was maybe tens or at least 100,000 people thinking the same way you think.
Oh yeah, but Silvers, man, for the Roughnecks, I keep saying it, dude. That guy's a great quarterback. He's throwing for 270 yards, and he's not staying in the whole game like DiNucci is.
Yeah,
I mean, he's getting pulled out, and McDonald's coming in, but he's still throwing for 270 yards.
Sort of like the New Orleans Saints do with Taysom Hill.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it though. I love it.
Oh yeah. So we'll go ahead. We're going to give our picks. We're going to go through them pretty quick. We've had long discussions already today. You know, you might see some of this stuff cut in. So this week we're going into our games. We're going to make our picks, and I have to win one. I really have to start winning one because I'm already. I mean, if I win this week, I'm still down in the money. I mean,
me and him even. I'm talking about always. Week 1, week 2, week 3, we smacked it even. So it's just you come.
And I owe you guys $7.50 a piece. Yeah.
No, 5, and $2.50. $12.50 a piece, $15.
Let's see.
I'd be $25.
Yeah.
$7.50 a piece, $15.
Yeah.
You're right.
So yeah, I'm down. I need some help this week, so
you need to bail out.
Yeah.
$7.50, man. $7.50 large.
yeah, exactly. Here's the thing: I'm gonna need either I'm gonna have to step it up, or I've got to be that guy that just hopes these guys suck. You know, that's where I'm at right now.
He the email this show.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If I can't win, I just want these guys to lose.
I miss my man.
If I go 1-3 and these guys go 0-4,
I gotta change.
Exactly. I gotta take what I can get at this point. So we got Houston
What we got?
and Orlando. My goodness, the Roughnecks and the Guardians, 8.5 points spread. Man, now we already know where our buddy Mater is. We'll get his thoughts at the very end though, because it's strong.
They stuck at 8.5 up last week too, folks. Remember that? 8.5. I always remember your spreads too now.
It's strong. So we're gonna go to Leslie first. What are you gonna take on this?
I dig where Mater coming from with Orlando. I just think Houston will beat them by 10. This is my point.
All right.
I'm gonna give up the 8.5 and just go and just figure they'll beat them by 10.
Got superb picks, man. Man ain't lost yet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say right now, I'm going to take, so that there isn't a tie this week. I'm gonna take Orlando and the points.
Well,
that don't make it a tie. I might like Orlando with the points. That don't make it a tie.
For you, you were talking like you were taking the whole bundle.
I just threw the.
Oh, okay.
The beta's out there.
Yeah.
But what am I actually taking is yet to be discovered.
I am safe pick Paul. To me,
if I'm gonna take Orlando, I'm gonna just make sure I got that 8.5 with what they get you 100 points.
If you pick Orlando, 100 points. Yeah, 100 points if you pick the spread.
And what did he get if he get the minus? Same thing.
Yeah. If he takes the spread, it's 100 points either way.
But if I take Orlando heads up, I think I might just run away with this week.
300.
So guess what I'm gonna do?
That's money line, right?
Yeah, money line is 300.
So guess what?
Money line is 300. He's gonna strike out.
So guess what the great Mater do? Mind you, I just showed y'all my picks from last week. That was basketball. Y'all tap in, man. Hit me on Instagram.
What's the over?
Friend request me. I might sign you in and give you some of these good picks. But what I'm telling you is, I'm gonna take those Orlando, whatever the
Guardians. Go Guardians. Get busy. Go Guardians.
I'm taking them head up.
Get busy.
Over my heart. Over my Houston. Over
I like
my
the
team.
uniforms, man. They're just not showing me nothing, man.
I know, it's hurting me, man.
They cut up this week.
They gonna go crazy.
When they
beat Houston, they going up.
Fuck cover the spread. I'm gonna show you how you cover the spread. Orlando scores first. So now the live betting and the money line is kind of. So now we even the whole time. Orlando beats these people. My bold prediction for this week, bro. Put some money on, not your house, just some little spare change. Make some little extras. 100 to get you 3.
Yeah, you get 300% whatever you bet if Orlando wins.
Take it. Coming from the Mater man.
So,
Mater man.
yeah.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
That's huge. Now, and remember, Mater is coming from the NFL betting side that since money's being bet, that this game.
The only reason I'm taking it like that.
Here's the thing. I will say at this point, I have not been convinced that the XFL is yet rigged. But
if this happens, I got my co-host and my friend on my motherfucking wagon then, son. Because I'm telling you, what's that?
If Orlando wins, and I'm going to do this just because my man has come out and he's made this bold prediction, and I will spot another 10 if Orlando wins that game head up, because my man deserves 15 to his 5 if he does this. If he pulls this off, he deserves 15 to his 5. And then I also have to bow to the man and say, you're freaking right.
Hey man, I'm the guru.
Okay, and
Guru.
I'm coming out and saying it right now because that is the boldest of bold predictions, and it deserves a little extra cabbage.
And I will show my pick. Real live money, real live skin, as my co-host said. Bet on this game. I'm actually gonna bet on this game for you guys, just to show you I put my money where my mouth is.
I told him.
I'm taking it.
You'll see it on there. I've told him I'm giving him the extra $10 if he gets it right.
Orlando
this
win.
one game,
I'll buy the drink.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm giving him the 300%. I'm putting up the extra for my man.
That's a bold ass prediction.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
huge.
For my money though. Listen.
And he took the money line without the points. You took the points.
Fuck the points.
Yeah, that's bold prediction.
Listen, for my money though, in real life, that's how I gamble.
Yeah.
That's how I gamble.
Cause you just feeling like that.
I'm on
they
Vegas
gotta
side.
beat somebody.
I'm on Vegas side.
Yeah.
I'm with Vegas. Vegas said, shit, everybody betting with the shit. We just gonna show y'all what we can do. So guess what made it do with Vegas?
Right.
Sip with my tie and sip with
jump on in the passenger
That's all I
seat.
try to do.
And like I told him, if he wins this, it's totally let me know that the XFL
It's on.
The XFL is
on.
Yeah, so now you gonna see
You
you gonna have to put your hat on there.
accordingly.
And it will also teach me in this particular case. Now, when I'm making, see, me and this man right here, if you watched our NFL show, we went the same most of the time. We were very similar most of the time.
I convinced him.
Cause he already
knew.
And I won a lot. Not just on the show. We'll just leave it at that. I won a lot. Because I listened to what the man said, and it made a huge difference. Because I learned, okay, I knew the NFL was rigged, but in my mind, I saw it for different reasons. But this man was a gambler, and he said, hey, us gamblers know. And all gamblers know that it's rigged. And he started explaining how the NFL did it, and then I started learning. I'm like, holy crap. Holy crap. Exactly.
That's already.
Yeah. But I knew it was rigged, but I didn't know.
You didn't know how.
But like you say, take my theory and then take his safe pick Paul's skills. He's a deadly venomous snake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he bites you, you dead. Like he don't pick
the black mom
because me, I would go overboard with my picks like I just did. I'm down the point. I think you're gonna beat him head up. That's how fucking confident I am. But he'd be like, nah, I understand you're confident. But shit, this really looks good what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Exactly. The only difference is this guy right here bets a 500, a guy like me would be betting a 500 and getting 500 back a few times because he's taking the sure pick. But this man over here drops a five spot and wins 10,000 back when he gets his right, which is a total,
But if I'm believing in what I'm saying, then I should have put 5,000 or 5,000. But it's easy to say after you hit. Who's about to be chasing?
I love you to death, Antonio, but I'm glad you didn't bet that on there because we wouldn't be seeing him at work.
I'd be like, man, I gotta go. The next he got time for the show. He got other things.
The next time somebody bumps your truck, you're gonna jump out limping, Let me tell you.
Gotta get some money, man.
I'm gonna say this, and this is just hilarious because I made the comment to Daryl that I'm waiting for something like that to happen to me, and I'll be limping off. And he's like, he looked over at me. This is our boss, and he's like, let me tell you something about what happened there, Paul. He's like, there's cameras in there. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. He's like, if you're making that plan, just understand. You better know how to do it.
Be legit. Now be legit. Just be legit.
Yeah.
So let it be real. Let it be.
Yeah.
Don't go in there acting like something happened like the NFL. You ain't going for that, Jack. They got the cameras like the casino.
Oh yeah. And here's the thing you gotta understand. Like the NFL can pull that crap because they got money.
Yeah.
But us poor people, you don't pull stunts like that and get money from the NFL.
Nah.
You don't fake a fall to the NFL and say, hey, I broke something, and they're like, hey, listen. You know, we pay people to fake falls, and that's one of the worst ones we ever seen. You know, you ain't pulling that crap on us.
Worst fall we ever saw.
And we got some hard angles.
We got it from all angles. They got cameras everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
They finna instant replay your fall.
Exactly.
Send Mr. Beats in there for trading places.
Yeah. It's like
Mr. Beats.
It's like when you
Paul, we got you right here on the
Yeah.
You didn't really fall, you tripped yourself, so
Exactly.
I stopped with the charade.
I would stop,
But if I literally got run over by that dumpster guy, if he literally run me over and I legitimately had a good complaint, those cameras wouldn't work.
No, man.
Hey, I wanted to do this. Then them cameras work on eBay because you know the man ain't always out there.
Boy, listen to that point this man just made. Did y'all not hear this point this man?
The cameras got erased. It was a magnetic pole.
Some kind of way that didn't work. If it was when it's time to pay them millions.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like, hey, and I mean, hey, it's corrupt. We know it's corrupt. But hey, if I had millions of dollars and it was my cameras, you're not gonna get money from me for my own goddamn cameras.
Man, that's pretty rough.
Like I gotta turn my cameras on.
But don't the insurance gotta pay it, not you though?
Oh, that's true.
That's who want the damn cameras. That's who want the footage.
Yeah. But that's the insurance. Man, the insurance is the most corrupt people on the earth. You heard that here.
No.
Insurance is the most corrupt people.
Oh, yeah.
You heard that here.
Yeah. Most corrupt people in the world.
So we got an insurance conspiracy. Man. Listen.
The camera is a conspiracy.
Whole life insurance was explained to me.
Yeah.
Got it from TikTok. So I goes into insurance office and I want some of this.
Yeah.
I couldn't get none because I'm a felon. It's that strict.
Yeah.
That lets you know. And she's like, State Farm, we don't try to figure out a way to get out of it. We pay. So it's all in the insurance company you deal with, and it's all in the policy you have.
Yeah.
So go to a reputable company and get the whole life. You can pay in, bro, and invest all your money into this whole life, and you're getting 0 to 4% interest. Never 0. 2 point something to 4% interest on your money forever.
No matter
There's
what.
no savings account in America paying that type of interest fee, interest rates.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
So I just learned this and I tried, and I'm telling everybody on camera, whole life
Go get yourself.
insurance is real.
And so you can cash out before you die.
Yeah.
Whenever you borrow, this is
from
your money.
You can borrow
Oh,
from
You can borrow it. You can pay it back. No, you can pull it out.
Yeah.
Or you can borrow it. You can borrow it and pay it back at a fee.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you can just take your money out and have this much out until it's the most extravagant. It's all in what you get.
Yeah.
Now they got something for you to fuck your money over on. Whole life.
Yeah.
Switch it now. I'm telling you. My kids, I'm about to put them on it. So imagine if they got it for 20. Wait till they get out of here. They got $500 million to send in the damn whole life insurance policy plan.
Oh yeah,
It's
hey,
real.
it's important
It's
because like I said with the car insurance, man, they got me
That's a
because
scam.
I get into an accident on a Hudgens truck. The company I work for, guess who has to pay for that? Hudgens Insurance. You know who doesn't have to pay for it? My insurance.
Right.
They've never had to pay
That's what you say.
a penny
That's what you say.
for 20 years.
Okay.
No.
And I nicked a parked car. Nicked a
And
parked
they want to
car.
go up on your rates.
They went up on my rates more. I paid more in a year than that guy had to pay to get his vehicle fixed.
I'd have left him
Oh, I did.
a second.
I did. But the only problem
That's
is,
crazy.
And the only problem is, when I went to sign up for new insurance, guess what I had to put on every freaking form? That I had an accident on my reports.
But it was at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do that too.
Yeah, but it's not fair. It's like, my work doesn't matter to you people.
I didn't do that. I had an accident at work.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter if you don't put it on there. They do.
Mine and my wife now, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, they'll check you out.
Oh, they got it.
Yeah, insurance will do it. Yeah.
The police got it.
Oh, yeah. Insurance gets you.
But whole life, though, not to get off the subject of the XFL and all that, but whole life insurance. Look into it, people.
We giving you life skills too, folks. Life skills too.
Real out here.
But, all right.
Alright.
We'll get back to our thing.
Wherever we were.
Oh, yeah.
We was on that
We're on San Antonio Brahmas and the Seattle Sea Dragons.
So did we all get our picks on the offense?
Yeah, you were Moneyline, Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we back on the track. Let's go.
All right. Oh, but the 37.5 is the over-under.
Yeah.
So what are you guys going to take? You know, here's
That's Orlando
the
and
thing.
Houston, right?
If Mater's right.
Oh, he's got to go under.
Yeah, if Mater's right, then he'd have to go under.
He's got to go under.
Yeah, and if the games are not rigged, and I'm still saying they are, so I'm gonna have to go with the over because I think Houston scores 30 points.
You said they aren't rigged, right?
Right now.
Right now they ain't showing.
Right now, I don't think. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think the money yet is determining the factors.
It's warming up.
And for the exactly. This week is kind of pushing my buttons a little bit. And I'm telling you, if Mater's right, he's completely just moved me to the other side of the fence. But he hadn't got me there yet, and for that reason, I'm taking over.
See my partner. See, my partner's an honest person, man. He like to believe in society and good people. So he try not to go to the other side too fast.
Yeah.
But you know, I convince him sometimes. When money's on the line, you'd be surprised what people say.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and what's funny is if you find this out and this ends up being true, it's sad how little of money Vegas is going to hold on to. You know, that they would do that. But it does not surprise me. It's just like I saw a show one time and like Don Ho was the name of the guy. He was like the most rich man in the world. And he was playing cards.
Yeah, Don Ho was like, ain't he from Vegas or something? Wasn't that a character in a show?
I may be wrong on that then.
Yeah.
Or no, I know who it was. Who was the owner of the Atlanta Braves? Ted Turner.
Exactly.
I think it was Ted Turner playing cards with this guy, and this guy, he's like, a nickel. And Ted Turner looks at his cards, he looks at the nickel, he looks at his cards, and I'm like, come on, dude, you're like the richest man in the world. You're not gonna have an issue with a freaking nickel, right? And he's like, do you think I become a rich man by throwing my nickels away?
By throwing away my
nickels? Yeah. So I mean, and this is why I can totally understand Mater saying that, and I could see it being the case that Vegas ain't gonna even throw away their nickels.
No, not so much as Vegas, but The Rock is got a pinky toe in on this. He's got to say so of what's going on, so he's probably dealing directly with Vegas. And they dealing directly with The Rock. So The Rock saying, listen, man, the wagers going this way. We want this team's about to happen. And they set up the lines. Of course, a lot of times they can trick you with the spread. They'll put a spread on you and make your mind go, well, this must not happen. Whole time, it's subliminal stuff going on, but they're good at what they do. Once again, I'm not an expert on it. I'm just a regular old human being just trying to get some scraps. If the little money I win ain't shit to them.
Yeah, to them.
You know what I mean? But trust me, it is there at all times. I'm gonna show them this week.
And we may be wrong about it even being anything to the effect.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, come in here and explain it to us.
Yeah.
That's what. Come in here and tell us.
We just sitting around talking shit, but it makes sense though.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't they do that? And they getting money.
Exactly.
They getting money. Man.
Exactly. I mean,
in America.
Cash rules everything.
In America.
Yeah. And nickels do mean something to them too. I mean,
talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sure all this stuff they got.
I'm sure there's going to be, if there's not already, there's going to be a lot of money being bet on this because there's so many people that's
what I was about
got
to say.
the itch in the NFL and now
and not only that, that's what I was about to say. It's worldwide.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's countrywide.
Yeah.
So like, we might think it's minuscule, but the whole time it's being wagered on this shit.
Yeah.
We like you said, they got the football itch. So then they get some football.
Because some people only bet on football.
That's what I'm saying.
But they avid about betting on
That's
football.
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some people only bet on baseball.
Like us.
I got an homeboy bet on horses. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they like us. They doing their research right now. And they wagers are going up.
Because they ain't playing for play.
No.
They ain't betting for play.
That's what I said. They wagers are going up. They might have started off small, but now they saying, shit, this is damn. The XFL. Some people didn't know week 1.
Yeah.
By week 1, week 2. Okay, so they better lose. Week 3. Shit, now the wages are going up.
Yeah.
Shit is getting real.
Week 4, week 5.
Man, the shit is getting real.
Yeah, it's gonna
by
go up.
By the time the XFL Super Bowl comes, they'll show you.
It's gonna be some money.
They'll show you.
Oh yeah. All right. So
let's back to the subject.
San Antonio, Seattle. Man, 4.5 point spread. San Antonio is the underdog in this game. They're playing at Seattle.
Paul don't believe it, y'all. He don't believe it.
Not yet.
I gotta convince him.
Not yet.
I got it.
Not yet. But he's gonna give me next week. I mean, and I'm gonna have to pay up too. Just remember that. If the man's right. Not only that, I believe in you so much, XFL, that I'm going completely. I mean, I'm giving this man his 300% because I don't believe it yet. But he's gonna have me this week if Orlando wins that game.
What do they cover though? I still get the same respect.
I'm picking them to cover because 8.5's a lot of points.
Okay, so you ain't gonna be impressed with that.
Still,
we won't be impressed.
I'm gonna be leaning more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still gonna get me, but it's not got me all the way across the fence.
I'm with you.
But I picked it because I'm already partially on the fence with you. You know, he's got me on the fence already. But if Orlando wins, this man's yanked me clean off the fence, and I'm done.
Yeah, we're done.
I'm there.
Yeah.
So this week's, this game is going to be a pretty good game, I think. San Antonio, the Brahmas, they have a decent defense. They're kind of a 8-8 football team to me. That kind of deal.
Like the Titans.
And Seattle is that team that shows up sometimes and don't show up, to me, from what I've seen so far. And DiNucci, 377 yards last week. Gordon, man. And that's why they made the spread 40.5 points. Or not the spread, but the
total.
Yeah, the total score.
It's already high score.
And they're saying 40.5 points.
That's the highest we've seen so far.
Yeah. So, what you gonna take this time? We'll start with you, Mater.
On the
San Antonio is a 4.5 point underdog against Seattle.
And Seattle is the
Sea Dragon.
Okay, I guess the Orlando San Antonio Brahmas.
Yeah.
Hines Ward will upset them.
All right. So you want to take
heads up?
Whew. All right. He's taking the point. I tell you what, it's a good thing, folks, that this isn't a compilation score anymore, like it was in NFL. Because if this man's like cleaning up this week, he'd be cleaning up.
Right, it'd be done.
Because this is 180 points to our 100.
I wouldn't be catching one of these little.
I say our 100 because I'm not going that far out. I really do believe that should happen. I think it could.
It's time.
But after watching Seattle, and once again, this goes to his thing. If he's right in his idea that this is also like the NFL, then this will be a good time for Vegas to flex their muscles and show San Antonio. But we watched Seattle play last week and DiNucci throw for 377 yards. And for me, I'm taking Seattle and the 4.5 points because I'm not off the fence yet.
-4.5.
-4. I'm taking the minus.
Safety Paul.
Yeah.
Drop some cojones.
Yeah, I gotta take it.
That's pretty good. I like that, son.
That was my idea too. I was gonna go 2 weeks in a row with these Sea Dragons.
Second that motion?
I'm gonna second that motion.
That's short and simple.
Now, the big question, the 40.5 points. That's steep. Yeah, the 40.5 is a lot. He's got me kind of on the fence. I'm not all the way off the fence yet, but 40.5's the highest that it's been. And it looks like bait to me. And because it looks like bait, and I know the NFL, when this kind of crap happens, it's bait, I'm taking the under.
Right.
And of course, my man Mater, he took the under.
Of course.
What you going with?
I'm going with the under as well.
Okay.
Unanimous. That's rare, y'all.
Yeah.
So, all right, we all took our picks on this one, and we got Mater again. Mater's come to play today, and he put up 5 and got 10,000.
Yeah,
He's ready to take all.
baby.
Oh man.
I'm serious.
So now I think the game of the week. We got Arlington, and of course I would think it's the game of the week because Arlington is playing at St. Louis, and they're going and playing the Battlehawks. Both teams 2-1.
Game of the week, baby.
Gonna be a fun game to watch, I think.
Game of the week.
Who you gonna take? The Mayor Leslie.
Game of the week. Take
Well,
a little extra
what's the
second to
spread?
think about it.
The spread is 4 points.
Wow, that's a lot.
Damn, ooh, Arlington,
Arlington is getting 4 from St. Louis?
they are?
Is that what you're
No. St. Louis is the 4-point favorite.
giving Arlington 4?
Yeah. St. Louis is giving Arlington.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's pretty
Okay,
deep.
St. Louis giving Arlington 4.
Wow.
I'm going to ride with Arlington.
Plus the 4.
Plus
That's
4.
the safest pick.
Okay.
That's the safest pick. Nah. For your money, that is the safest pick.
So what you gonna do?
Same thing.
Okay. You taking the safe?
Chinese people say
I'm
same
not-
thing, same thing.
Same thing.
I'm not taking just because it's my heart. I'm taking it because I do think that last week they lost. Now they're playing in St. Louis. And even if the games are rigged, if they're not rigged, I think he shows up on his home field. If it is rigged, I'm fairly confident that they're going to want St. Louis to bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
They need St. Louis to bounce back, and they need them to cover because I think a lot of people will be taking, if there's a bunch of bets, I think that most people might take that +4.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take St. Louis and the -4.
Not so fast, my friend. What about Orlando playing them close, only losing by 1? Wasn't that enough to make you say, damn, Arlington not that good?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be able to hang with St. Louis. That's why they getting 4.
Yeah.
Switch my bet. Switch my bet.
They gonna.
Switch my bet before you say that. Let me say this.
Okay.
Then jump in. I want Arlington head up on the road in St. Louis.
Again.
All right. He's gonna head up again.
Falls. It's the
Hey.
absolutely, man. I'm on
That's
that
all
absolute.
money line.
I'm
All
on that
week.
absolutely.
Jack.
I'm in the giving mood, man. I'm gonna give away
Oh,
some money
man.
this week.
This is what I'm saying.
Alright.
STL may win this game, but they win 2-point games, man.
Yeah.
They win 3.
That's the same
They'll
pick.
win by 3 this week.
That pick is the
Because
same.
they do
Yeah.
want them to bounce back. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
like Golden Boy. They want them to bounce back.
That's
but
McCarron, right?
McCarron,
Yeah.
but he won't win by more than he either win by 2 or he lose. Look at it. I looked at it. He don't win by a lot of margins, but he gonna come back and he gonna win, Jack. That's like
if it's true what y'all saying, then y'all should blow Arlington out.
Yeah.
Nah.
They should. If it's winning true what y'all saying.
Arlington ain't terrible. They 2-1 as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
it's gonna be a good game.
But they played Orlando so bad
Well,
that they
so
only
they-
won by 1 point. They squeaked
Yeah.
right through it.
Yeah.
Then they got us, the consumer, thinking,
Yeah.
they ain't thinking. Man, they'll come out and beat them or they'll get blown out. One of the two. But I'm gonna take the heads up. But the safest pick is to pick like my co-host here, +4. That is the greatest pick you could ever take for your cash dollars.
Now, the over/under of 36.5. How do you take that one? I think they seen Arlington scored 10 last week. Now St. Louis and their score would put you over that because they scored 28 last week. But St. Louis 28 came with 22 seconds left. They scored, so it's
It's one of them games they ain't gonna be able to make it go under. 2-1 teams.
Yeah.
They can't make it boring enough to make it go under. That shit is going over. They want you to think under with the 36.5. That's the game should have 4.5, but they don't want to show you it's going over by putting a high over and under there. They give you a low one thinking, this must gonna go under.
Yeah.
They just played a 9 to 10 game. They always go under. This shit is good. They might have 60 points.
I'm with you on that.
They might have 60.
It's hard for me to imagine them going under 36.5 points.
It's too hard to do.
Yeah. And especially, you know, they've got to let McCarron, if they've rigged this thing, they've got to let McCarron look good in front of the St. Louis crowd, because St. Louis is one of their biggest crowds.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna look good.
Yeah.
Even in the law, even in the laws, he's gonna look good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they make sure in the last 2 minutes that man looks good no matter what happens. That's for sure.
See what I'm saying?
That's one of the things I saw that I was like, oh, come on. Because in the last 2 minutes again, he scores a big.
That's the golden boy, man.
Yeah, exactly.
What, the last 3 minutes?
So, what do you think of the 36.5?
I agree. We're unanimous on that. I agree with that. They gonna score some points.
It's gonna be hard.
Vegas and the DC Defenders surprises me big time.
Not me.
It definitely surprises me because, first of all, DC Defenders are a 6-point favorite. That does not surprise me. But they're playing in DC, and they're playing Vegas, who's
that ain't enough.
Not won.
Yeah, that ain't enough. What's the 8.5 now?
Exactly what that's all about.
Oh, yeah.
Vegas finally get a W this week.
Oh, yeah. So, you got Vegas +6. We'll let our Vegas fan tell us first what he thinks is going to happen.
Yeah, I bet against my Vipers last week.
Not this week.
Not this week.
I ain't think so.
I'm going to roll with them, and I'm going to take them 6 points, Jack.
You're going to take the 6.
Because the best 0-3.
The best pick you can pick for your money, man.
We got to stay in it, and we got to stay relevant. It's going to be our week. This is our week.
The best pick.
Against one of the best teams in the league.
Oh, yeah.
Against DC.
Thank you. That's the best pick you can pick for your money.
What is Mater going to do on this?
I'm rolling. I'm free rolling. So if I'm free rolling, I'm applying pressure. So if I'm applying pressure, I'm taking Vegas to finally get a W as well as Orlando. Both of them this week. Who does that but me? I parlay it at that. I parlay Vegas and Orlando. Heads up.
If he was
plus.
Here's the thing that would be awesome. If he parlayed with $500 that all of these things would happen.
My goodness.
How much money would I would love to see the amount of money this man would make if he parlayed all those.
I wouldn't do it for 5, but I'd do it for 100.
In
real life.
And I would imagine it's more than 10,000 you get on 100.
I'd probably be right at that. With all that plus money on the line.
Oh yeah.
It's too much plus money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy. There's 300 just in one.
Try with a
200.
Try with a 10.
Yeah.
A 10 might get you 1,000.
It's 200 on this game alone, and I like what you guys are saying. I mean, it's
makes sense.
There's just too much.
Money line on this one too, or you taking the 6?
He's taking money line.
All week.
Vegas all week get their first win, bro.
Oh man.
After looking so terrible the first 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
He's gonna strike out on us if he win all of these.
I'm ready to catch up on the 6.
No, on the 6 is gone. He money line 4 money lines in a row.
Unless y'all do something like that. Unless y'all like match. Yeah.
And of course, I'm safe pick Paul, but I am going to go.
I think Vegas need that.
And I'm going to go. Oh man.
Let us hit this one.
I'm going to take DC and -6.
Wow.
Because I just watched. You know, I've seen this team.
You know what this pick is about, folks? And to my coach,
he trying to get ahead.
No, this pick is about him really not believing that there's enough to convince him.
Not yet.
He's picking
the best team.
For his money, he's taking -6 because what have he seen from Vegas?
Exactly.
Nothing.
I'm on the fence. So I'm on the fence still on all this.
They show us a lot in the first half.
Yeah.
In the first half of the third quarter.
Should bet first half.
But guess what? Then that's when they peter out. That's what my problem is. So I just feel like they're gonna stay so close like they did this week. DC, they're gonna stay so close. They may not win the game.
Yeah.
But hey, I think it too. They may be due a win.
No. Boy, you just
like Orlando.
You just gave me an epiphany. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Since they win the first half all the time, you notice that. It's your team. You watching them. They're always winning. Then they look. Okay, so now this time they're gonna go they're gonna be winning again at halftime. They're gonna come out. They're gonna keep winning. Thinking
they're gonna fall off.
My God, these people are, hey,
they writing it. Yeah, it's
man, they are so good. And we're predicting it by just having a conversation with each other and talking about this. We can actually win us a little money. I think without three heads coming together.
I am on the fence. You've had me on the fence, and the reason why I'm taking DC and the -6 is because of the same thing. I believe that everybody, the smartest bet, and if I believe the game was completely legit,
-6.
I take the +6.
No, -6.
Yeah.
Well, I take Vegas and +6.
No, I would. If it's legit, it's -6 because I'm taking the best team to whoop the worst team.
Yeah.
For me, that would be my.
But see,
I just take Vegas because they play good defense.
The way DC played last week with Vegas's defense.
Also, Vegas do play good defense.
They play good defense. Now, the way DC played last week, plus Vegas's defense, yeah, man, it's gonna be around a touchdown range. Now, if they go for 1 or 2 or 3 or something like that, it'll knock me off. You know what I'm saying? However, now DC got weapons, DC can score or whatever, but Vegas gonna keep it close. That's my opinion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So imagine Vegas coming in the fourth quarter up 6, and you automatically cover as a gambler. Now they trying to get you to bet on the money line, and thinking DC gonna do a Josh Gordon and a DiNucci.
Yeah.
And the whole time Vegas hold the scripts. Are starting to be predicted.
Yeah.
And then if any of this holds up true,
we gotta see if this holds up.
If any of this holds up true, boy, I took another guru step.
Now, you got another huge score here, though. 41 is the over-under.
Jacking those over and under
Yeah.
a little bit, huh?
And
So this is, who is this again? This is
Vegas and DC.
Vegas and DC.
Man,
Vegas is
about to score, bro. Vegas defense is about to score.
And they just dropped off.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think, though, on the 41, Leslie?
I really want to go for the under, man. It's just that I think that it may be a lot of scoring here.
That's a lot of
points. That is a lot of points, so I am gonna go with under the 41.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we got all our picks in now.
What you do? You did under 2?
No, I took the over. I went in and took the over
Okay.
because I took DC minus the 6, and I do think Vegas is going to score some.
Yeah.
They need to start scoring. They need to get their points up, and
I don't think it's real.
not yet. I do believe.
Not convinced.
I do believe now. I'm on the fence because of stuff. So I've been. All of these things that I put out today are me on the fence of maybe it is, maybe it isn't, and if it is or if it isn't. The best guess between if it is and if it isn't, and that's the guesses that I've made.
Okay.
So understand,
we don't know completely.
Yeah, this is me completely on the fence, trying to say if it is rigged, this is what would happen. If it isn't rigged, this is what would happen. And so figure out if the two can meet somewhere in the middle. And that's where I'm at, and that's why I'm losing every week. That is why I'm losing every week.
I'm going on with the conspiracy, man. I do myself.
No, because you're a rookie at it and you like, shit, you convinced.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ain't seen the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah. You thought it was just regular when you was looking at it.
Yeah.
Now that you seeing this a whole other situation going on.
You can tell what's gonna happen.
Money is like,
Or at least you got a prediction. Yeah, what uneducated prediction.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
See,
but
that's all
man, hey, bro.
Last week, Leslie actually got me looking over the fence a little bit because the McCarron thing. I was looking on that other side of the fence because before I wasn't even paying attention to that side of the fence that might be rigged. But now with Mater talking to me today, I'm actually sitting on that fence and I'm having to look this way. I'm having to look this way.
You don't know which way I'm going.
I have no idea. So I'm trying to make an educated guess between the two of them, each one.
Yes, that's the phrase I was looking for. It's gonna be an exciting week, and we all excited to see it, and we hope y'all excited as we are.
Exactly.
And we will come back next week and tell you what happened, how we fared, how the games went. But one thing's for certain: for free, you got to hear 3 people tell you what they think is going to happen in the game. We gave you the education you needed to make your bet
Passionately.
and so But we got 3 guys telling you exactly what's going to happen, and while we may not get it completely right, you get to make your own educated guess and your own educated picks for these games and make your picks, and you get to see it from a man who's on the side that it's all rigged, Vegas always wins, the guy that's on the fence, and the guy right here that's kind of, he's almost on the fence, you know, but you get to see it from all of our aspects, and you get to learn. Okay, you're going to learn from us how to make your picks. We give you the education you need. You don't have to pay us anything. You got to call and get these people to give you picks on the telephone. Don't pay them money. Don't pay them money. We got you everything you need right here.
Educated guesses. That's all it is, man.
So we've been fairly successful.
Yes.
We've been successful.
Oh yeah.
With this XFL football thing, what we've been doing, we've been fairly successful. So pay attention.
Yeah, and we love you guys. We want you to make money. We want you to take these things, run with it, find out what you need. And once again, The Rock, Mr. Dwayne Johnson, pay attention to everything. Send us some swag. Make us look good while we're making you look good. We love y'all. We'll see you next week.
Peace. All right, good.
Got there, Shorty was the first person that jumped in one of them trucks. I'm like, man, what are you doing, man? Like, I know I'm the driver, I'm supposed to be the driver. He just hopped up in and pulled.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Shorty was drunk every freaking morning too, though. I loved it. It's so funny because Jerry one time, man, he was so smashed. I don't know how you get smashed drunk at 6 o'clock in the morning, you know. But he's like smashed drunk, and I pick him up. He goes into the McDonald's shouting out the N-word, you know, and with Jerry there, because they're friends, and evidently Jerry's cool with him acting like that.
Yeah.
But he gets into McDonald's yelling at Jerry that way, and Jerry's like dragging him out of McDonald's, like, you dumb motherfucker, you know. He's like yelling at him in the thing. He's like, you don't talk to me like that when we're out in public, you idiot. You're going to get yourself killed in Madison, Tennessee, you idiot. You know, and so he's giving him hell, and Shorty's just as happy as he can be. So he walks into
something wrong with Shorty.
He walks into the office, and Jerry's like, you get your ass and you go around and get in the truck. Don't you walk through that office. Shorty pops out of my car, jumps into the office, walks through, looks at Johnny, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Johnny looked at him. I mean, didn't even know necessarily anything's going wrong. Looks at him, was like, hey, Shorty. And Shorty turns and looks at him and grins like really big, and he's like, go home, Shorty. Go home. You know, he's like, you're not working today. And he's like, whoa, come on, Johnny. And he's like, you ain't working today.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. It's like Johnny knew before he walked in. He's like, no.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Jerry's so funny. Because Jerry loved Shorty.
Yeah.
You know, they were best
brothers,
friends.
man.
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yeah.
And so he's like telling him, go around, get in your truck, don't talk to nobody, man. Just get in your truck, get ready to go.
Yeah.
And Shorty just jumps, I mean, like, my car's not even in park, he jumps out, he's in the door, you know? And I don't know what it is that gives him away to Johnny, but Johnny's just like, hey.
Yeah.
Johnny drank too.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Drunk when he see one.
Oh my God, yeah, Johnny was funny though. Johnny's like, you gonna take him back home or am I gonna take him back home? I'm like, well, I got a route to run today. And he's like, all right, I'll take him back home.
You know you didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah. But
you might have that pocket knife and grab your left wrist.
Grab your left hand, he got you, Jack.
I tell you what, dude, that taught me a valuable story.
Yeah.
You know, it teaches you a valuable story about your own freaking anger and attitude because, you know, you might be big dude and think you have the right or the ability to be cocky, but just know that even a little guy that's 4'11" can take you out. You know,
and 90 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause Shawty kept that little pocket knife though.
Oh yeah. I mean, I heard the stories about those guys, and even Percy and his. You know, Percy's like nearly 70 years old, and his stepson comes stepping on him, and Percy stabbed that kid so many times.
For real?
Oh Lord!
Job?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a home. His stepson came at him, and he kept stabbing him, but you know, not to kill him, but just to keep him off of him. And then Jerry's like, he probably stabbed him 15 times, and that kid kept coming at him. And he's like, and finally, the last time he came walking up, Percy's like, you come up to me again, this time I'm gonna kill you. And the kid fell over because he lost so much blood. You know, he finally fell out. You know, when
you can't make that up, can you?
When all that stuff went down, of course, Percy didn't get in any trouble because it was him that was instigating everything. So
defending himself.
In his house too.
So man,
you got the right to defend yourself in your house, Jack.
I learned a lot of important lessons since I've worked here. It's been like, you know, because being a boy raised in a crazy religion, you're like,
you don't see the real world stuff.
No, exactly.
It's some real world stuff
what goes on out there.
It's deep. Look, it's rough, man.
Hey,
man, 1 second ain't.
Yeah.
And you know, and that's what's funny, people don't realize, like, my dad will tell me I grew up in the hood, you know, because I grew up in, you know, but it was just poor people in Rockwood, Tennessee, you know, it wasn't a real hood. I'm not at all,
But it's the same, man, it's poor.
Oh yeah.
Poor is hood, so he right.
It's all, exactly. It's all, but, and you know, it was rough there too. I mean, you got kids there that, I mean, back then it was nice because the worst thing anybody had was a pocket knife, but there was a code in the South that was like, you fight like a man.
Yeah, you fight.
Yeah, you don't pull knives on people, and you know that. Fortunately, that code was there because
it wasn't in the hood. They never heard that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, it was like that when I was coming up, 70s.
Yeah.
80s.
Shit, they had guns coming up in the hood.
Yeah, it was just too late. Yeah, we might have started that.
No, but
I didn't even.
That's what I'm talking about.
We might have started that past that on y'all, you know what I mean? But like when I was a kid, you get lumped up, man, outside, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like I got into some fights, and when no guns involved at a young age, but at a young age, still guns. Other friends would have, you know, in school kids, no. Yeah. But in the hood, they had them, man. I already done shot people at 12 and 13.
Yeah, that mentality had already started when I was a kid, man. It had already started, like, you beat somebody up and then you'd hear stories, hey, he brought a knife to school today. I mean, it was a progression, but it was a fast progression because once me and you got out of school, you started hearing about guns coming to school, you know.
And all that,
It didn't take too long after we left school that people started doing it, but yeah, it was... It's funny when you grow up though, and then you get out there in the real world, and if you lived a rough life, how easy it is. But if you live a coddled life, how rough it is. Like I say, my sister never could make it. You know, she never got any consequences for bad actions, so she can't keep a job. Yeah. You know, somebody tells her not to do anything, that's just a
cold word to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, you know what?
My daughter is.
You're a security guard. The only rule you have is don't fall asleep on your post. All you're there to do is these things. Just don't fall asleep. She bring a fucking pillow, man.
Straight to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, not even hide it. You know, that's what I'm saying. She bring a pillow and be like, what are you doing bringing a pillow?
Yeah, shit.
Oh, nothing.
About to get comfy.
Yeah.
She knows she getting ready to get comfy.
Oh, yeah.
Don't care if you know her.
So, yeah, she couldn't keep a job. She never could keep anything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm glad they were tough on me because, by God, I worked some terrible jobs. Yeah. But I knew I couldn't quit until I had another job lined up. Yeah, you know?
Exactly. So you worked some terrible ones for.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I did Serve Pro for a while. It's one of those carpet cleaning places, but this lady was started a Serve Pro and she wasn't making any money, so I was repaving driveways, pressure washing decks, painting garages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and then she tried to do you in, and it was like, you know, try to screw you over. Like, I went pressure washing her deck because she couldn't find anybody. So I've been working 8 hours at her house, and then all of a sudden some jobs come in, and she wants me to work like 24 hours straight. It's like, I'm going to bed, lady.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you ain't. I'm like, fine. I walked off.
Yeah.
I walked off, went to sleep. Woke up that morning to her calling me like, aren't you coming in today? I'm like, I figured you got the memo. You know,
She didn't get the memo.
yeah, you don't tell me this. I already had a job lined up, you know.
She ain't get the memo.
But she begged me to come back.
I'm out of here.
She begged me to come back, so I did, and told me she'd make me a manager, which was really funny because there was only like 3 of us that worked there, so it was just a title. It wasn't anything. I don't know. No, I'm good. I don't know why that was a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one was bad. And it's funny because Chris, that's when Chris lived down below me. I'm like, hey Chris, I need you to come pick me up. You know, because we were at her house. We drove company vehicle over there, so I had nowhere to go. She thought she had me by the balls, but she was wrong.
You got you a ride.
Yeah, I walked about a half a mile to McDonald's and then called Chris and said, hey, come pick me up. You know?
I was just about to say, Paul, you be remembering a lot your life events. Then I just thought you just said you walked a half a mile. Then I probably would have remembered that too.
Oh yeah,
What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like when somebody has you backed into a corner and they think they got you. That's when you really come up with an idea. Like,
damn right.
Hey, you think you're smarter than me? That's not. Yeah. You think you're gonna force me to work this 16 to 24 hour day, and you got me by the balls because I ain't got a vehicle? Well, I got 2 goddamn legs.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll walk back to the freaking place 10 miles if I got to, but I ain't.
I ain't about to do nothing I don't want to do.
Exactly.
you